bitch popping on the night shift. Now I'm on the westward, sharper than an ice pick. On you rappers' necks, and it's feeling like some vice grips. Yeah, that's light shit. Send my bro a kite quick. Times of war, we ain't forget about you. We keep your life lit. I can't see. I'm scared to witness. Hold your eyes on my head for the trenches. Bad bitches, natural hair for extensions. Hook niggas that'll probably grip like some dentures. Brothers hunting fences. 23 and 1 out. That coming scary for a run out. Bitches ram dog cooking with their tongue out. Couldn't stay home because they found the dugout. Closed casket. Burning in the but I'm a player and there's no my women riding for me. I avoided Maury. I got 2 chicks. If I can make it do for them, sit down at roof, Chris, with a couple losses. After the war, just to count our losses. It's not many. You see a smile on my face, but I'm not friendly. Go on my waist, sipping white Henny. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know like. Gotta got my heart in my bow tie. Waiting on this war in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know life. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Living in the school in my whole life. My whole it's so melodic. When I be dropping this ebonics, this ghetto phonics, it got me on the level supersonic. My bomb atomic, and you know where you can find me. Somewhere probably food in this paper origami. My name is pure as the sunny. My wave is like a tsunami. I went from 0 to 100, feeling like Ricky Bobby. I made a deal with the Reaper. Got a couple wives, they some keepers. Talk a lot of shit, but you can't walk a mile in my sneakers. Bitches go to Miami, come home with change features. Now she got a BBL, an ass fatter. Trying to show up all them niggas that laughed at her. Now, when they see her, they only wanna fuck her. They just wanna touch her. They don't wanna cuff her. They just wanna come and kick it with her like a punter. Turned her to a runner, now it's all aboard the train. Fancy on her face, but it's not concealing the pain. Is a shame. So I'm in the hood like some rap snacks. I know niggas kill you and your mama for a scat pack. Dark tick, mad black, they do it for half that. Had you like 90s missy in a fucking trash bag. I'm from Philly, we don't do bank accounts, just cash app. I spit a verse and I just watch the time slow. This that God flow, this that shit that rappers die for. This that uncut, Tahoe Wall Street from Pablo. Escobar, Poppy, hit your ball like Moscato. No, this that white is in the sky, cause every verse is a concert. My mind work is each song can't fathom. Listen to the words of a champion. You can't, the streets need another anthem. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know life. Gotta got my heart in my bow tie. Waiting on the school in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know life. Gotta got my heart in my bow tie. Living in the school in my whole life. My whole life.
Yep.
Yeah, that would have messed up, no. Bad news is to beat your home, nigga. Yeah. Who gonna get on his ass real quick one time? 144, baby.
Your screen breaking up again.
Hey, shalom, shalom, shalom. You already know. Okay, Most High in Christ, the water. You already know what it is, man. Dropping jewels. Stop. Dropping jewels, man. Live. You already know, man. I'm preaching off of 1,000 not Zab. Well, we're preaching off of 500 Quran Yalla. Niggas get that nigga rank where he's live. Hey, but yo, hey, look, you already know what it is, man. Dropping jewels, man. We back. You know what I mean? We got a few hot topics for y'all today. You know what I'm saying? If y'all tuning in, make sure y'all like and share, subscribe. Sacramento, Oakland Israelites, Sacramento Israelites. You already know Northern California. All right, we gonna jump into it. How y'all been? For all our subscribers, man, and viewers, how y'all been? Y'all ain't seen us in a minute. Hey, Shalom Crisis, Matam Yad. Who else in here? Uraga Bar, Sade, Matam Yad. I mean, we in this joint. Okay, so. All right, well, shit, yeah, we gonna jump straight into it. We got some crazy topics. You know, we damn near could do this podcast damn near every day if we wanted to. It'd be so much shit to talk about. I'm being honest with you. It'd be so much to talk about every day. I'd be like, it'd be so much shit going on. All right, hold on. Let me pull this article because this article on the sidebar. This article right here, it ain't even funny. I'm being honest with you. It's honestly disturbing to be honest. Let me see. Um, all right, so this an article from Daily News. Okay, it say 4 kids aged between 5 and 10 taken into care after being found at a drag party with a dead trans woman on the floor and drugs and sex toys scattered throughout the ordered home. Like this is what we like. This is the time that we living in right now. Man, look, they ran in the house and they found 4 kids between the ages of 5 and 10 inside a house with trans people, with one of them dead, and sex toys and drugs everywhere. This is an actual, or this actually happened. This is real life. You know what I mean? This actually happened, and they took the kids into custody. And y'all think it's not an agenda behind them wanting to come and read to your children? You know what I mean? During story time before they nap, it's a whole agenda behind that. You know what I mean? What the hell are you? Why is a drag queen, drag whatever the hell, coming to read to children bedtime stories before they nap? You know what I mean? This is a grown man with a sports bra with feet like Shaq, and I'm supposed to just ignore that you a man? You know how confusing that is to a child? Then they bring this man in here and allow him to read to children and talk about they sexual orientation and gender and all that. A kid don't even know if they want to eat chicken nuggets or a burger for dinner. How the hell or why are you talking to them about gender? You know what I mean? But I brought that up to say that it's a whole agenda behind this trend, this LGBTQ, and them trying to indoctrinate children. It's a whole agenda behind that. You understand? And they say, what I'm gonna read that again though, because I don't think y'all heard me. It say 4 kids aged between 5 and 10 taken into care after being found at a drag party with a dead trans woman's body on the floor.
So this was a man dressed up as a woman, dead on the floor, and it's 4 kids there, from the age from 5 to 10. And not only that, drugs and sex toys scattered throughout hoarder homes. So I can just imagine what was going on, man, and what was going on to those children, unfortunately. You understand? It's absolutely disgusting that they had to experience that, because not only is what they experienced in their homes, somebody dying, and these grown men dressed up as women and sex toys and drugs everywhere, and they probably hearing some illicit stuff going on in the house. And but not only that, they probably was taken advantage of. That what happened to them is that's gonna destroy them for the rest of their goddamn life. This is not a normal story. This is literally gonna affect them. You know what I mean? And not only that, they got taken into care, which means what? They got taken into foster care. And this is, you gotta, when you look it up, your children got almost like an 80 to 90% chance of being abused in foster care. You can look this up yourself. They got an 80 to 90% chance of being abused. So yeah, they took the children from these trans people, right? Just to put them in foster care so they can continue to get abused. Nobody's going to help them. You know what I mean? And that's why it's so important. That's why we be telling brothers all the time, like, man, look, and sisters all the time, if you don't want your children, don't murder, don't do nothing. Give it to the ISUBK. We literally, the brothers in the Texas adopted the damn baby, fully adopted the baby. We ain't gonna throw it in the garbage. We ain't gonna abuse it. We ain't gonna put it up for adoption. None of that. We gonna take care of that kid like it's ours, because that's our job. Because man, it's unfortunate. They said these kids was between the age 5 and 10 years old. America is an evil place. You understand? And I could just imagine the light sentence that these trans people who got caught with children in their house. I don't know if the children belong to one of them. And not only that, a dead body. I can just imagine the sentence that they're gonna get. It's gonna be a light sentence. Go ahead, Corral. You wanna say something?
Yeah, kind of. I was trying to look through my notes, right, and what you saying is heavy. Like I, I could damn near bet my last dollar on it's going to come back out that these children was sexually taken advantage of. Not only that, uh, I don't know if brother in the class that I just did on Monday about the history of Pride Month, right? But uh, back in the day before the LGBT had rights and all of this type of stuff, I was looking for my notes. I forget what the actual organization is called, but it's an organization of top scientists and doctors that deemed homosexuality a mental disorder. And not only was it deemed a mental disorder, but it was a couple of different lifestyles that was attached to homosexuality that they deemed as the same thing. And one of those lifestyles was being a pedophile. You understand? America classified homosexuals and pedophilia in the same damn category. You understand? And it's funny that you brought up the story because, like, I don't have a doubt in my mind that these kids are being sexually taken advantage of because, like, they're literally at a goddamn trans party with a whole lot of drugs there and sex toys right there. You understand? With a dead body. Like, Lord knows what type of weird stuff was going on in the house and how much trauma them kids had to suffer. You understand? Like, America is evil as hell in this, right? America pushes the agenda of living an alternative lifestyle or LGBT rights, right? But then when you actually look at what's really going on in America surrounding this certain group of people, you got child molestation, you got murder, you understand? You got excessive drug use, and you got this, uh, all of these different evil type of lifestyles and ways that these people live. They are actually influencing children to keep this thing going by exposing our children to these things. Like these kids coming to a goddamn LGBT party, which is evil as hell and out of pocket. It's the same thing as them coming to our children's school and actually having this type of person sit down and read to our children and explain it to them what type of lifestyle they live in order to to basically brainwash them into believing that this type of weird stuff is cool. You understand? But so like, sir, that's all I want to say on that one.
Yeah, nah, I know what you bring. That was heavy. And my thing, to answer your question, this happened in Boston. You understand? Shout out to Captain Carter's. This happened in Boston. You know what I mean? And no, what you saying is facts. They classify pedophilia and the LGBT and homosexuality as the same thing. Yeah, man, look it. And that's why the women and everybody else that support this movement and that just try to link the homosexuality movement with the black plight and problems. You got to be careful with that because when you open one door, you gonna be surprised almost on the other side of that door and how many other doors you didn't open. You know what I mean? Like you think that you just trying to get your love, you want to love whoever you want to love and be able to do that, but the whole time you open up some doors that you wish you had never opened before. You know what I mean? Kids, like nigga, all this is it's an agenda behind this to be able to exploit children. That's all. That's all this is. You understand? But I'm gonna keep reading. It said,
And hey, too, sir, quick sidebar.
go ahead.
What you
Yep.
say is heavy, and this shows you how much that community hates children. You understand? That community don't give a damn about our babies. That community just wants to abuse children. You understand? And brainwash them just like they had to bully this same organization that deemed this type of lifestyle a mental disorder. They bullied this same organization into changing the wording that they use regarding this type of lifestyle. You understand? It's just evil and sick and disgusting. This is the plan of the oppressor. You understand? Your oppressor is not your friend. Your oppressor wants to cripple your community by indoctrinating your children into not growing. They can keep control. They can destroy your nation and kill you up under their feet another 500 years. Like it's
Yeah, no, that's facts. Now, I'm gonna keep reading. It say 4 kids aged from 10 have been taken into like from 5 to 10 have been taken into care after first responders found them hidden in a squalid Boston apartment surrounded by sex toys and drugs where a black trans woman was dead on the floor. Emergency services found the unidentified woman's body after an unconscious person report was made at 11 a.m. on Saturday morning. They reportedly found 6 adults who appeared to be men dressed as women inside, who were uncooperative and denied having children at the home. And then, mind you, they just, this just happened right after the Pride Parade, all the whole little Pride event. You understand? And, huh? I don't know. You gotta look at the paper. You said no? Yeah, no. And they said, they found this. All this happened after the Pride Parade, man. They went home and it got real. You understand? I don't know if they kidnapped these kids. It might come to find out they kidnapped these goddamn kids. But then again, you got so many stories where the LGBTQ community, they love adopting children. You understand? They love adopting children. So it could have been some kids that they adopted, and it's messed up that one of these trans people had to die just for this story to be brought out. Because I guarantee, if that trans man wouldn't have died or woman, whatever the hell, if it would have died, we would have never knew that this was going on with these. You know what I'm saying? These children would have never got taken out of this home or out of the situation, and it probably would have kept going on. But because this trans woman died, now we know what was going on in that house. And I'm pretty sure the neighbors are shocked. Right, exactly. It sounds like a goddamn horror movie. It don't even sound real. It don't sound real at all. Don't tell them, just do it. Go do it for them. It sound horrible. It sound like a goddamn horror movie, man. And you gotta think about it, man. 5 to 10 years old, that's crazy. You know what I mean? That's absolutely crazy. And they said they had these children hidden. I'm gonna read it again. It said 4 kids aged five to 10 have been taken into care after first responders found them hidden in a squalid Boston apartment surrounded by sex toys and drugs, where a black trans woman was dead on the floor. And it said Emergency services found the unidentified woman's body after an unconscious person report was made at 11 a.m. So they was in there having so much goddamn fun, getting high off so much goddamn drugs, having so much goddamn illicit, disgusting sex that somebody ended up dying. And because somebody died, they had to make a report. And of course, they can't get the children up out of there. They're too high to even think about anything. So they called the police. Somebody's unconscious, thinking that the paramedics are just gonna come and, you know what I mean, take them to the hospital. Whole time they dead. It's a whole investigation. So when the police do the investigation, come to find out, not only is someone a trans dead in here, but then y'all hiding children in the back room, and then they surrounded by sex toys and drugs, and they be trying to make it seem like the LGBTQ community is just so just nice and it's just all love and no hate. Man, look at Jeffrey Dahmer was a part of their community. You know what I mean? Who else, man? There's so many different people. But I don't know. I'm gonna keep reading, man, because this is disgusting. And it said, emergency services found the unidentified woman's body after an unconscious person report was made at 11 a.m. on Saturday morning. They reportedly found 6 adults who appeared to be men dressed as women inside, who were uncooperative and denied having children at the home. So it was man, look, it was how much they said? 6. It was 6 men in there dressed up as big men. They got on sports bras with LeBron James on. Big men with wigs on, dressed like women. In there with drugs and sex toys everywhere. With a dead trans, ain't no telling when the damn trans died. He probably died that night. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, it was in Pride Parade all month. This article just came out like yesterday, day before yesterday. He probably died that night at 1 o'clock in the morning, 12 o'clock at night. You know what I mean? And they were so scared to call the damn police because they had all these children there. Yeah, man, look at this. Y'all better be careful the doors that y'all open and all these laws that y'all want to sign. And y'all think it's okay because you don't want to be considered a person that hate. Oh, you shouldn't hate. You shouldn't hate. No, you should. You absolutely should. You know what I mean? If me hate me for children gonna be safe, I'm gonna hate. You know what I mean? Straight up. If hating mean children gonna be safe and you know what I mean, like they ain't gonna get raped, I'm about to fully hate on everybody. Straight up. You know what I mean? Because this article is just ridiculous, but it's like
Hey, right?
what you say? Yeah.
Around them, right? That's another thing that shows you that these people don't give a damn about children. But these children could have been drugs.
It's on a it's an orange cup over there somewhere. Just look for it. So like what you say, Crayon, he was breaking up.
They said they found children with drugs around them. These kids potentially end up overdosing and dying off of these people, you know what I'm saying, doing all these wicked lewd acts with children around. You know what I'm saying?
Right, look, and then on top of that, they said that they was uncooperative. Like they didn't want to cooperate with the police at all. Like they don't care about the hell that they putting these children through. You know what I mean? They don't give a damn. They just like Hollywood, and they secret pedophilia ring that they got going on, molesting all the damn up and coming artists like Amanda Bynes and you know what I'm saying, not Chris Brown, Orlando Brown, and all these different brothers that probably been destroyed. You know what I mean? That's how that community is. They don't give a damn about no children. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna keep reading a little bit. It said the children were found jammed together in a cramped room, surrounded by filth and a stench permeating the air, hidden by an adult man reportedly wearing a wig. God damn, man! They said it stunk so bad in there, it was permeating the air. Like they was in there doing something crazy. And they said the children were jammed together in a cramped room. You know what I mean? Like this is absolutely disgusting. Like this is something that you should be put to death for. That's why America is like their whole justice system is really just is disgusting. You know what I mean? Like because the Bible say 2 or more witnesses, nigga, you're done, you're out of there. Hey coach, we got her. He's going to get him together. You know what I mean? And they system, you got to go to court for 2 years. They can catch you in the act of molesting the children, right? molesting children, and you gonna go to court for 2 years and be able to fight it. There's nothing to fight. You're caught. Nigga, it's 8 of y'all in there with babies that's 5. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't no, like, there's no court, it should be no court proceedings. It should be, nigga, we about to cuff him and we about to stone him to death. That's what it's supposed to be. Like, America's justice system is completely ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like, they finna go to court and plead not guilty. I don't know what was going on. It wasn't my house. I pulled up. I ain't know nothing about no kids. Whole time, all y'all was doing something crazy in there. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. And it said, what did it say? It said the children were found jammed together in a cramped room surrounded by filth and a stench permeating the air, hidden by a adult man reportedly wearing a wig. Boy, and whoever kids those is, they don't need to have those kids, bro. Like real talk. They don't need to have those kids, my nigga. Like, I don't know if these kids was adopted. I wish the article would say more. I know one thing, I'm gonna look more into it because I need to know what the hell going on, what happened. You know what I mean? But it's a city councilor, Aaron Murphy, told NBC the partygoers attempted to stop a responding fighter fire from finding the kids. Not only that, not only were they uncooperative, hiding children with sex toys and drugs everywhere with a dead body in there. Cause like I told you, they tried to just call the fire department, my nigga, because thinking that the fire department gonna come get the unconscious person and they're gonna take them to the hospital or perform CPR. No, they like, nigga, they pulled up like, this nigga dead. You know what I'm saying? Call the police. Just say investigation. Then they investigate and they try to stop the investigation. It's probably kids in there crying and hell. They hear the police. They know they finna get some help now. They probably in there crying in the goddamn back room. And this big nigga with a goddamn amber wig on and a sports bra trying to stop the police. This nigga got a lace top and a beard trying to stop the police. And it said when he opened the door, he saw 4 children and what I believe are 2 adults. Alea. And it said when he opened the door, he saw 4 children and what I believe are 2 adults in the back room. And it was Alea, just take her back there, Tasha. And it said and it was really disturbing to him, Murphy said to NBC. They just seemed scared. Yeah, I guarantee they were scared. You know what I mean? Because they knew what the hell they was doing, gonna land their ass in jail for a very long time. You know what I mean? And it said, Boston police are classifying the incident as a death investigation resulting from cardiac arrest, and no arrests have been made as of Wednesday. What the hell? Shit. Hey, and no arrests have been made. This is ridiculous. Not only does somebody die and they care, they hide children, they stopping investigations and all that. They got drugs and sex toys around the kids. They don't get locked up for neglect or nothing. Nobody goes to jail. This is ridiculous, man. Say it again.
Do they got race up each other?
No, they just said 1 black trans was dead. That's it.
So it was 1 black trans, but they didn't say what nationality the kids was or the other trans people.
You know they did. Yep. Oh, and then there's some more on the article. Let me give you some more. It might say it. It said, what you say?
Oh, yes, sir.
Yep, and it said there was hoarding a lot of uncleanliness in the apartment. Lots of sex toys and drug paraphernalia all over the place, Murphy said. The children were immediately removed from the hazardous environment and transferred into a care of Child Protective Services, where medical professionals assess their physical and mental condition. It is unclear what the relationship is between the adults and the children found in the apartment. According to the police report, alcohol and drug consumptions were not suspected. However, the dead body was transported into the medical examiner's office. Intake specialist Lindsay Coswell for further inspection. But, man, he died from cardiac arrest. This man had a heart attack. He was having the time of his goddamn life and had a damn heart attack off coke or something, or methamphetamine or something. You know what I mean? And it said They said that the relationship between the children and the adults is unclear. You understand? And they said, this is sickening, said at large city councilor Michael Flaughtery to the Boston Herald. I was informed by people at the scene that there were drugs, alcohol, sex toys all around the apartment, as well as anybody on the floor. Flattery told the Herald found on the floor had died from an apparent overdose, and that a man wearing a wig, claiming to be the father of the kids, was found in the back bedroom. So he's claiming to be the father of the children. Somebody was claiming to be the father of the children, and man, this is ridiculous, man. You know what I mean? This is absolutely ridiculous. And this is the type of situation that you put your kids in when you telling everybody to come as you are. You understand, and live whatever type of lifestyle. This is the type of situation that you like. This the real danger that you put in yourself. I know it seems all cool and lovey and just, oh, I don't want to be a hate. Like people who teach that, you act like this world is a loving world. This is a sick world, and it's dangerous out here. And these are the dangers that you allow your children to be put in when you say that everybody should be able to love everybody. You understand? It's ridiculous. But go ahead, Salakia. Okay, yo, sound off.
Yeah,
Y'all hear you now, yep.
yeah, what you saying is absolutely 100% facts. Like Christianity has taught black people to come as you are and love everybody and join hand in hand with the oppressor. First of all, this type of stuff can happen if the people that you want to marry yourself unto spiritually are in charge of you. Like you're not gonna get this type of shit happening. You understand? If black people ruled the damn planet Earth, if black people ran America, you wouldn't have these type of incidents where like this shit is crazy. It's literally like what Martin Yah said. This is literally like a horror film. You know what I'm saying? But this type of shit is gonna continue to keep happening because Christianity has blinded black people into believing that white people are not our enemies. You understand? Like the American government and the system that we live in, they made it okay for LGBT to have rights. The Italian mafia, these niggas own the goddamn club, the Stonewall Inn. I believe that's the name. Understand? That kicked off the gay right movement. You understand? And meanwhile, just come as you are. You got black men working in the Italian mafia when the Italian mafia is the direct result of what just happened with these poor children. You understand? Them being traumatized, them having to go through seeing this type of freaky nonsense. Piece of not over any goddamn. It's like
No, I'm gonna read the rest of the article. It said, neighbors told NBC 10 Boston they were traumatized by the discovery. It was traumatic. I can't get that out of my head, nor can anyone else who saw that. I don't know what happened there. I don't know. I don't even want to know what transpired there because I think that would make me more personally feel even more uncomfortable and unsafe. The neighbor told NBC she have not felt safe in that apartment complex for years. People popping the doors to come in, people hanging out and carrying all out of the night. I think in light of what happened, it would be smart to have police come around more to keep this kind of thing in check. Right. She said, I don't even want to know what the hell was happening in there. You know what I mean? Because it's going to make me uncomfortable and unsafe.
and it sounds like this is in the hood, sir.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely in the hood. That's in the hood. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's completely ridiculous. You know what I mean?
And just show how important and hard, like if black people had some of our neighborhoods to actually correct BS that's going on in our neighborhoods, you wouldn't see this type of stuff going on. if sisters understood that they needed men to actually rule over their neighborhoods and keep shit in check and keep everybody in line, you wouldn't have a group of transgender, you understand, taking advantage, doing drugs around children, doing all type of wicked, lewd sex acts in front of transgender in an apartment and the kids trapped in a room. You know what I'm saying? Living in utter hell. You wouldn't have all of this if niggas ran the society, of course, in righteousness. But you didn't. We didn't hear like the 50s, the 60s, you understand? 70s and 80s, you didn't hear stuff like this. This stuff didn't happen until our people became more. Word I'm looking for. More kind of wanting to be just like the freeway. At first, just wanted to be drugged. Now, there was miles. You understand? All and class, sir. So, and just want to be exactly like.
Yeah, no, that's facts. And like I said, y'all better be careful of these different doors that y'all trying to open up, and you don't know what the hell is on the other side of that other door. You know what I mean? All they doing is doing what the whole LGBT wants to do. They want to do, they want to take advantage of you. That's what it's about, because adults take advantage of them. That's all that's about. You know what I mean? But only until we bring on stories like this, you're able to see that that's what's happening. They said nobody went to jail because nobody gives a damn. They took the kids though, and they put them in foster care where you got an 80 to 90% chance of being abused, even further from the abuse that they took you from. Y'all better be careful out here, man. But we're gonna snatch the next article. Next article is calls for DOJ indictments after Mississippi cop fired for torturing black men. And that's what they are here, torturing black men in Mississippi. It said a civil rights investigation into the Rankin County Sheriff Department has been opened by the DJ, but no arrest has been made. An attorney for two black men who were allegedly tortured by Mississippi police is calling on U.S. to indict.
You breaking up, sir?
I'm breaking up.
Yeah.
Okay. Am I still breaking up?
Now.
All right. It said six Rankin County deputies were accused of beating, sexually assaulting Michael Kins and Eddie Parker. That was accused of sexually beat and sexually assault two black brothers. Right? It said, according to the WLBT, the officers involved in what the two black men lawyers is calling racially attack has fired or have resigned from the department due to the findings. Again, those deputies that were still employed.
Hey, breaking up. I don't think brothers could hear the story because I could barely hear it. Probably got to go out and come back in.
Do you hear me now? I had to take my Wi-Fi off. You hear me now?
What?
All right. Yeah. So basically, it's two brothers that was beaten and sexually assaulted by six Mississippi sheriff deputies. You understand? And it said, due to recent developments, including findings during our initial investigation, those deputies that were still employed by the department have all been terminated. Yeah, so it was 6 deputies that have been terminated from being sheriff for beating, racially profiling, and sexually abusing 2 brothers. And you gotta understand, that's in Mississippi. Say it again.
You said nobody was arrested, right?
No, nobody was arrested. They was kicked off the force, but they weren't arrested.
And Christians say we not in slavery no more.
Right.
Literally, what happened in slavery? Slave catchers, which is the sheriffs, they would go out, find niggas, beat them, torture them, sexually abuse them, and send their ass right back to prison, which is the slave master's plantation. And when it happens,
Say it again. Your speaker. Say it again. Nope.
what about now?
Yep. Say it again.
Did this happen
This happened like 2 days ago
in 2023? Right?
in 2023.
Man, look, get the hell out the church, man. They lying to you.
Right.
Go
They,
ahead.
they, yeah, no, that's facts. They teaching black people that it's beneficial for them to worship the same God and be in the same religion as these sheriffs, as the people that's oppressing them and beating them. You know what I mean? That how the hell did that make sense? Why would you? Obviously, they serving a God that allows them to do this. You know what I mean? Obviously, how you think Christianity was spread? They believed that they God was going to allow them to rape, rob, and murder everybody and get away with it. And that's why these brothers was beaten, racially profiled, and sexually assaulted by six, not just two or just one, by six. They was running a ring. It was running a whole operation on racially profiling black people in Mississippi, beating and sexually assaulting them. This ain't something you just do one time. There's a lot of people this happened to. They just afraid to say something. I'm telling you straight up. You want to be real? Let's be real. This is the only two brothers that was able to speak up. They wasn't scared. Yeah, they've been doing this, man. You know what I mean? They've been doing this. And they said the firing of the Rankin County, Mississippi sheriff deputies involved in the torture and shooting of Michael Jenkins and Eric Parker is a significant action on the path to justice for one of the worst law enforcement tragedies in recent memories. Man, not only that, I know that they hold on. Sheriff deputies involved in the torture and shooting. Not only did they assault these brothers, sexually assault them, but they tortured them and shot them. The sheriff. Man, look at that's crazy. That's why you need the real officers in the ISBK. You know what I mean? You don't need to call the police to fix black problems. You know what I mean? You calling the same people that say it's okay for 6 trans men to have children in the house with them. You calling him for advice. You know what I mean? It makes no goddamn sense. Can y'all hear me?
What, sir?
Yep. All right. And it said criminal indictments of the deputies from the Attorney General of the state of Mississippi and criminal indictments by the Civil Rights Division of the Department of Justice is the next step in this tough fight for justice and this nasty ordeal. Black lawyers for justice also call for the Mississippi deputies to be indicted. I have right because nigga they need to be indicted because nigga it ain't just them 6 either. There's a lot of them. You know what I mean on that force. And it said, according to reports on January 24th, Officer Hunter Eldward, damn, where did it just go? Oh, no, it just disappeared. Slovakia. Okay. Brett McLean and Christian Demon, as well as three others who have not been named, raided a home without a warrant, which Michael Corey Jenkins and his friend Eddie Terrell Parker occupied at the time. So they on some IUIC shit. They raided a home, nigga, with no warrant, just kicked in the door and just ran in there. And it said Jenkins and Parker claimed deputies beat them, assaulted them with a sex toy, and repeatedly tased them. Goddamn. And it said Jenkins also recalled one of the deputies shoving a gun in his mouth and firing the weapon. Jenkins suffered serious injuries to his face and tongue and jaw. What the hell?
Lucky he ain't dead.
Man, look, y'all thinking that racism, y'all like you got Christian pastors and all these people that teach love, 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 trying to manipulate you and convince you that race is not important and that your race don't matter. Racism don't exist. It's not 1960 and 50s. That racism exists. You know what I mean? Racism exists. They took off the like. Have you noticed that you never seen Peter Parker and Spider-Man in the same room? Have you ever noticed that? You know why? Because they the same motherfucker. That's why. Salaki. They the same person. So of course you think racism don't exist because you don't see people with Klan mask on no more. No, nigga, they got on sheriff deputy suits now. They the lawmakers. They the judge. They the mayor. You know what I mean? That's who they are now. That's the same reason why you don't see Peter Parker and Spider Man in the damn same room because it's the same person. You know what I mean? They just switching clothes, dumb dumb. Nigga, they ran in these people's house with no warrant, shot him, put a gun in his mouth like a hoe, shot him in the mouth, put sex toys in his bottom, and like, boy, look, listen, I'm gonna tell you like this: the oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. They're like real talk. Like this is something. This is a real life evil. You know what I mean? It probably was nothing. It wasn't like it probably came from nowhere. They probably pulled these brothers over at a traffic stop the other day, and they probably said, "Nigga, fuck y'all. Y'all the police." Nigga, I said whatever they said, and they was like, "Nigga, we got your address. We'll see you." And then popped up at their crib and did all this. Fill my phone full of brews. Oh, yep, it's all good. Yep. You let me know if you need my number. I'll put it in the chat. You know what I mean? But yeah, this is absolutely out of line. You know what I mean? And then to know that nobody has been arrested is ridiculous. Because that's what they said at the beginning of this article. No arrest has been made, but they was terminated. No, that's not good enough. Why is everybody able to oppress black people and rob us and kill and murder us without nigga? Oh, okay, Most High Christ, I got your message. Most High Christ, the water, brother. I'm gonna hit you in a second. Why is everybody able to do this to us and and they don't go to prison. They don't suffer no repercussions or nothing. You know what I mean? And that's why you need brothers that's willing to stand up and do something about this. Because if you ain't willing to stand up about this or even speak on it, it's gonna keep happening. You know what I mean? A lot of times brothers don't even want to like we just celebrated Juneteenth and everybody want to act like we free. Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves. We free Juneteenth, and you know what I mean. Everybody happy and eating cake and pie and lemonade, and you know what I'm saying everybody is just completely enjoying themselves. Meanwhile, you got brothers getting raped and shot in the face by police with no warrant, and y'all think we free? And they not in jail though. That's crazy. That is
And
absolute crazy.
sir,
Yep.
they not going to jail either.
Yeah, they in Mississippi.
They not going to jail, bro. And the reason why they not going to jail, the answer is so simple. It's right in front of our faces. The reason why they not going to jail is because this is America. That's what
Yeah.
America was built off of. Like, that's the American way to slaughter niggas, Native American Indians, Latinos. You know what I'm saying? Take everything that they have, mutilate their bodies. Like the white man, not only is he a goddamn devil, but he's a fucking monster. Like, hear about this type of shit on horror films and what you call it? Fictional books. You understand?
Yep.
These so-called fictional books that Stephen King writes and all of these or authors and all this type of shit, that stuff don't be fiction. That stuff be real life. It's just a lot of stories and history that we have no knowledge of because they hid it so much. You understand? Like Hannibal Lecter, that's literally the same people that did the experiments on the sisters at Harvard Medical University that put together uh, the scientific facts about the human body. They did this shit on experiment on black women. You understand? Your oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of, a goddamn monster, a vile, evil beast, and nothing is going to happen to him because this is the American way.
Yep. No, that ain't what you saying. That's absolutely facts, man. I'm gonna pull a scripture. I'm gonna get a Lamentations chapter 4, verse 18. It say they hunt our steps that we cannot go into our streets. Right. No, that's what the oppressor do. Like they hunt our steps, man. You understand? To where we can't go in our streets, and not only our streets, we can't even be in our own goddamn house. These brothers were sitting in their house, minding their business, man, watching TV, probably cooking, just chilling like black people do. And then you got 6 deputies that kick in their door without no warrant, throw them on the ground, take turns tasing them, you know what I mean, sexually assaulting them, and shot them in the face. That's what happened. And what the scripture say? They hunt our steps. Who is they? The they is our oppressor. You understand? That's who the they is. They hunt our steps that we cannot go into our streets. Not only can we not go into our streets, but we get shot in our own goddamn house. You understand? Just like what was her name? Breonna Taylor got shot in her own goddamn house. This is what happens to black people, man. You understand? They say and our end is near. Our days are fulfilled, for our end is come. Right, and our end is come. But them, they able to still live their lives and be with their families. Like these bastards deserve to be in jail somewhere, but like the brother said, that's not gonna happen because people like them are they looked at as model citizens of America. Because like he said, it's the culture. I was just looking at a $1 bill, right? I seen Andrew Jackson on there. I'm putting the $1 bill coin into the thing. I'm like, damn, they really got Andrew Jackson on the money. I'm like, this is crazy. So it lets you know the spirit that they have. Like they really believe in America. They don't give a damn how they got it, who they murdered to get it, who they stole from. They don't care, man. This is America, and we love. And so when you see people that exercise their authority and their ability to be able to shoot somebody like these deputies did, the people that sign the laws and that put people in jail and all that type of shit, they look at them and say, you know what, that's a good man right there. That's an absolutely good man. Like you said, like Martin said, they bloodthirsty. You know what I mean? They absolutely bloodthirsty, but America loves it. You know what I mean? They love to see that it's still some of us left. You know what I mean? It's still some of us left out there. They love to see that. Slovakia. Yep.
Right.
So, you want to say something?
Yeah, just a small sidebar, just like the Edomite that killed the brother on a train in New York. You know what I'm saying? This is literally how white people feel about us in this empire. You understand? Not to see one of their own kill us because that's the American way. They put up $1 million for this goddamn devil in order for him to beat the case after he killed an innocent black man that did nothing to him. You understand? Like the oppressor did, and Ecclesiastes 12 and 10 say, trust,
Hey,
or Salakia, trust. Matter of fact, let me get that. I'm gonna pull that real quick. You know what I'm saying? And apocrypha. I believe it's Ecclesiastes 12 and 10. Yeah, Most High Christ. Never trust thine enemy. You understand? The Lord said, don't never trust your enemy, right? Christianity has taught us to think that white people are our friends. It has taught us to think that the same people slaughtered the Native Americans, the same people that killed, you understand, black people that they brought over here on ships, that was working for hundreds of years in free labor. You understand? These are the people that are enemies. You understand? The ones that pour drugs in your neighborhood, the ones that have you as the number one population in prison. You understand? You don't trust them. You understand? Reading on. For like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. These Christians thought these police officers was great, upstanding officers. You understand? Meanwhile, eventually, you understand? These people kill. You understand? And the crazy part about it is like I said, this is America. Nothing's going to change. You understand? It's always going to be your oppressor with his foot on your neck because this is how this place was designed. This is how this place was built. You got areas in America called Washington. You understand? Maryland. All of these names, you understand, of these different states in this empire These names come from literally Caucasian men that actually came over here and slaughtered people, raped people, murdered people. You understand? The face of this country was an Indian chieftain with a crown of thorns on his head that was an upstanding brother that wanted to actually save his people and do good for the greater good of his nation. And now who's the face of this empire? Donald Trump. You understand? Some old Caucasian man in a white suit that's a descendant of a conquistador. You understand? Or any one of them other Caucasian groups that came over here and wreaked havoc on this goddamn place. You understand? Like blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, you're gonna always hear about these stories happening exactly how it's been happening in this empire because this is the spirit of this empire. You understand? Like to kill a nigga is the American way. You understand? To not be brought up on any charges on how you do blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, that is the American way. You understand? And if they eventually get indicted, I'll be shocked and surprised. You understand? But go ahead, sir. Salakia.
Yeah, my bad, bro. Hold on, let me open this phone right quick. All right, let me see. I'm gonna read the rest of it. It say, a witness even described the officers participating in something of a taser contest, with Jenkins and Parker being the targets. Jenkins' mother said, so they was tasing these brothers, using them as a target practice. They was taking turns tasing these brothers, torturing them. Your turn. Say it again.
Witness?
Yeah, it said no. It said no. The mother said I don't know if she was a witness or what. Maybe I don't know, but it said that's what the mother said. They was taking turns tasing them, and it said yeah, but it said Jenkins' mother said she was told by police that her son displayed a gun, which is why he was shot. But Mary Jenkins also said in a GoFundMe account she started that a witness said her son didn't have a gun. The witness told us that Jenkins was beat, tased, handcuffed while on his knees. The witness also stated that they went back and forth tasing Jenkins and Parker to see whose taser was the strongest. So you got witnesses that actually witnessed this. You know what I mean? You got witnesses that actually witnessed that they said they shot him in the face because he had a gun. Meanwhile, you didn't even have a warrant to even go in this man's house. You didn't have no warrant to go to enter into this man's house and do what you did to him and his friend. So even if he had a gun, that still don't give you the right because you was out of order. You should have never did that. You know what I mean? But the witnesses said that wasn't furthest. That was the furthest from the truth. This brother was on his knees. They handcuffed him, tased him, and beat him, and took turns to see who had the strongest taser. You understand? And meanwhile, these white sheriffs, they probably go to church every Sunday, and there's black people in that church, and they act like it's all fun and it's all love. You know what I mean? It's all love. They know when to turn their professionalism off. They put that badge on. They about to be unprofessional. And it said a civil rights investigation into the Rankin County Sheriff Department has been opened by the DOJ, but no arrests have been made. The investigation is ongoing. No arrests have been made. After all of that, no warrant. So basically, if you ain't got no goddamn warrant, that's called a home invasion. You know what I mean? They just don't want to say that. You got six sheriffs that did a home invasion and tortured two brothers and sexually assaulted them and abused them for Lord knows how long, and put a gun in one of the brothers' mouth and shot him in the mouth. Say it again.
Life sentence if a nigga do some shit like that.
Oh, it's a life sentence. If you could just enter into somebody's home and move them a couple feet, that's a home invasion and kidnapping. You getting life, no mamas. And they said no arrest has been made. You know why? Because they probably was on the force for 10, 20 years, 30 years, and they vote, and they Republicans and Democrats, and they go to church, they got a family, don't have a record. So everything get overlooked. This whole matter get overlooked. When really they should look at these people and say, even though he ain't got no record, he's a goddamn animal. Straight up. You know what I mean? But we gonna pull the next article. Let me see what I got next. This some more police brutality. Exactly. Ecclesiastes 12 and 10. Never trust your enemy. That's what black people need to do. You should never trust your enemy. You know what I mean? And I guarantee, I'm surprised his mom was even saying that, saying what she said. Usually the black Christian women, you know what they do? They say, "Well, I'm just gonna forgive them. Where they at? I don't think they belong in jail." You know what I mean? What's his name? Botham Jean was murdered by Amy, and guess what his family did? His family walked in the courtroom and they hugged her and said, "We forgive her." That is crazy. That brother probably sat there and bled out and was hoping that he get justice, hoping he didn't die to get justice, all for his family to turn around and say, "You know what, we forgive her." That's why you should never be a Christian. Real talk. Exactly. That's why you should never trust your enemy. Exactly. Stockholm syndrome. We got another police brutality case. Let me get that right quick. It says graphic video shows Shreveport police beating black woman unconscious, dragging nearly naked body. So now you got another police brutality case where a black woman was beaten by police to where she became unconscious, and then they dragged her naked body. God damn. And like I said, the only way somebody would do something like this is because they know that they're gonna get away with it. Because they know black people don't get justice. You know what I mean? They would never do this to a Jewish man or a Chinese man or nobody else. Why is it that police brutality is only known in the black community and nowhere else? Because they know with other races you can't get away with that. But in the black community you can get away with it. You know what I mean? And it said they did this to the sister. It said graphic video footage posted to social media claims to show heavily armed police officers in Louisiana brutalizing a black woman and then dragging her nearly naked body across a field. Not only it said they was heavily strapped, and it was more than one of them heavily strapped, but they brutally abused this black woman and dragged her body across the field. Hey, this is America is a evil place, and that's what I was just got through teaching the class talking about black women forfeiting their rights and their protection, getting that black man out of the home. You know what I mean? Like you really forfeit your right when you got people that's actively out here fighting to be able to do this to you and get away with it. Because I guarantee they didn't go to jail either. This the second. This about to be the. I guarantee this about to be the third case where it's something crazy happened and nobody went to jail. It's hey. This is America. This is absolutely America. All right, it's a while confirming details were immediately scarce, including when, where, and why the incident occurred, it is very clear that at the least one officer wearing a uniform with a Shreveport Police Department shoulder patch participated in the apparent brutality. The footage was posted to TikTok on Tuesday by a name. They said a name. The first of two videos from the incident showed the unidentified black woman's limp body being briefly dragged across a field by two uniformed officers as dozens of bystanders expressed their disapproval at the police response. So they did this in front of everybody. They just, and black people, we do the usual. We just pull the phone out and record. They wouldn't have been able to do this in front of me. That would have been too crazy. That would have been too crazy. You just beat her unconscious and dragged her naked body. Man, look, if they would have killed her, that would have been on your whoever was sitting there watching with their phones out and doing all the extra. You know how crazy that would have been on your mind to witness somebody get murdered and you could have did something about it, but you pulled your phone out instead. Black people gotta start being better, bro. Like we gotta stop doing all that, man. That's crazy. Just like how you wouldn't allow the police to do this to your immediate family, you gotta look at every black person like that. Cause I wish the police would try to do this to my wife. Now you just knocked her out, I'm going to jail. Straight up. You gonna have to kill me, bro. Like I'm going to jail. You just knocked my wife out and dragged her, ripped the clothes off her and beat her. You gotta kill me, bro. I'm not gonna feel right. And my wife ain't gonna look at me right afterwards if I just allow this to happen. You gotta kill me, man. And that's the type of spirit that we got in IGBK. That's why it's so important to have a black man in your home. You know what I mean? Because a nigga gonna die for his family before he let somebody do anything. And like when niggas take pride in that, niggas tell niggas all the time, I will die. What Captain Nakai say? And I will kill and die, nigga behind this shit. Yeah, that's how niggas feel. You know what I mean? That's how niggas feel. But the police and everybody else, they understand that you don't look at the black man as a protector or somebody that can, you know what I mean? So of course they're gonna be able to do. It's just like a sister in the neighborhood, you know what I mean? And she a hoe, she got a mouth on her. She have sex with everybody. She run her mouth, and niggas tell her, hey man, nigga, stop running your mouth, and then they slap her. They slapping her because they know she ain't got no brothers. But the other sister who run her mouth, they gonna think twice. Nah, I ain't finna. She got brothers. Them niggas might be crazy. You know what I mean? Or she got a father. Them niggas might be crazy. They do this because they know they can get away with it. You know what I mean? But let me keep reading. Unless you want to say something, Crayola.
You pulled a heavy scripture earlier in the class. If you could, Sir Baba Kashai, I'm gonna be the scripture where the Lord said this is gonna be our wisdom among the nations.
Say it again. Yo, speaker.
Wisdom amongst the nations.
This is our wisdom amongst the nations. Yep, I'll pull it for you right now. We're gonna go to Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 5.
Yeah.
Deuteronomy chapter 4 verse 5. And it said, Deuteronomy chapter 4 verse 5. It said, behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my God commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it. It said, and it's verse 6. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations.
Right. Now, if black people was not Christians and we actually did what the Lord told us to do, then these other nations would know they can't even play with us like this. These other nations would understand, like, now this is a wise people, bro. They do what they
Yo, speaker. Can hear you at all. Say something. Barely. Yep. I'm gonna just read it over. It said, keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sights of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. What makes Black, Hispanic, Native American Indian people wise? What makes us wise is the laws, statutes, and commandments. But if you're not following the laws, statutes, and commandments, the other nations ain't gonna look at you as wise. You know what I mean? They're not gonna look at you as a wise and understanding people. You understand? They're gonna look at you as niggas and spicks and everything else that they look at us as. Which ain't nothing wrong with being a nigga. We eat niggas all day. But if you know, they use it as a term of ignorant. You ignorant. If we like other nations supposed to see that we got these laws and they supposed to say, God damn nigga, y'all ain't got none of y'all whores dress half naked. I mean none of y'all sisters dress half naked. Nah, we got laws against that. And they supposed to say, damn, that's a wise people. You understand? Yeah, you sleep with a woman and that's your wife forever. Yeah, we got laws. You can't leave your wife. Damn, that's a wise people. They supposed to look at us and see that by us keeping God's laws, it makes us wise. It gives us wisdom. You understand? But if we don't keep His laws, statutes, and commandments, they're gonna be like these people dumb. They ain't got no wisdom, and then they're gonna feel like they can be able to take advantage of us. Cause that's what all these other nations for. They like bottom feeders, man. You understand? They like bottom feeders. Like you know how something dying in the ocean, and then all the crabs and all the animals, the bottom feeders, all the animals come and they just take piece and piece and piece and piece and piece. Like black people, we spiritually dead, and all these other nations, they the bottom feeders, and they just take from black people, take pieces and pieces and pieces. That's what they do. You understand? Think the brother coming back. Yeah, damn right. Yeah, I can hear you, but you sound muffled though.
Okay, I'm gonna speak a little bit louder. But Salagi, what I was trying to say was, right?
That's better. Yep.
Okay, Most High Christ. What I was trying to say was, if blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, if we actually kept the laws of the Lord that the Lord gave us, which is supposed to be our wisdom in the sight of the nations, these other nations would know that we are a wise and strong people, and they would know not to even play with us like this. They would know not to put their hands on one of our brothers or sisters because they know we're going to wage war on a heathen nation, even think to do something illegal like this to us. You understand? And when you fit, you understand your integrity to want to be like your oppressor or to want to be a goddamn Christian, your people are and taken advantage of like this in the streets every goddamn day, and there's never going to be justice for the crimes and atrocities that's being committed against blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians because we're not looked at as a wise people to these other nations. We look at them. We look at poor. We look at as the low of the low. But the Lord said, we the greatest people on planet Earth, you understand? And blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, bro, get the hell up out that church and start acting like you are God's chosen people and start acting like you are not to be a people to be played with. But sir, go ahead.
Yeah, no, real talk. And then if I could add, like one of the reasons why these other nations don't respect us is because we followers. Like nobody really like you when you growing up, you know somebody fake and they really not real, like who they say they is, and they just really trying to fit in and follow the crowd. Like, nigga, you don't even smoke weed. Why the hell you riding around with them niggas that's smoking weed? Then
Right,
you don't even be riding with guns. You ain't even built like that. Then why you riding around with guns? Because you trying to fit in. That's how other nations look at us. So then they don't respect us. You know what I mean? They look at us, nigga. Why are you wearing a dashiki, nigga? You ain't African,
right,
nigga. Why do you got a Latin rug in the middle of the street praying towards the sun? Nigga, you not Islam. You're not a Muslim. You're not a
right.
real Muslim, nigga. Why are you Christian? You know what I mean? Why you got that cross and you ain't a real Christian? That's how other nations look at us, man. You know what I mean? And that's why you got to come back to your culture. And what's your culture is keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of God. That's your culture. And if you do that, then other nations will respect you. And then they know, because if they respect you, that means they also fear what you're doing. You know what I mean? So they ain't gonna. There's certain stuff that they not gonna let happen, and there's certain stuff that they not gonna do because of the level of respect that they have for you. And if they have a certain, you keep it to where they have a level of respect to you, then they gonna respect you to where they fear you, and they not gonna do certain things. But you ain't got no, come on, man, you ain't got no backbone. You just follow any and everything. They ain't gonna do what I want. You know what I mean? So lock it. But let me keep reading. Yeah, be quiet. And they said, then they say they then let her fall to the ground to face the bystanders. One of the officers, who is white, is wielding an assault rifle as he turned towards the crowd. All the while, messages are flashing across the screen to indicate what is allegedly to have had happened. The woman they dragging is unconscious, and one message says at the top of the screen, Shreveport police is sick, dirty as fuck, as he beat her unconscious. As the video continues, another message refers to the crowd to explain. Everyone be quiet. Yaya side, get your ass up and close the door. That's what you do. Salakia. And they said, yelling to them back up because as a message on the screen claims somebody threw something at him. So they explaining what happened in the video, and then it said the 28-second clip ends there, but one more video was posted showing what happened to what appeared to happen prior to police dragging the woman. In a separate 11-second clip, a white officer appeared to be raining down punches on the woman, while at least one of her hands is behind her back. Another woman is shown on the ground in front of her. A message is printed on the screen. See how the police over here pounding on her head? Damn, that's crazy. So she was on the ground with one of her hands behind her back, and then you got this white police officer that, and I seen the video. He's wait, damn, they got the video showing right now. God, she's completely face down, proned out on her stomach, with one hand on her back and one hand like this, and he's sitting here punching her, punching her, punching her, punching her. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta understand, like, the oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of, and it's the same people that your Christian pastor is telling you that it'll do good for you to love them, because God loves everybody. God ain't never loved no filthy, disgusting people like that, man. This is the people that oppress black people are a filthy and disgusting people, like in real life. You know what I mean? And your Christian pastor, he a spineless worm for trying to manipulate you to get you to love everybody. Like, his whole agenda is to get you to like I said earlier, the Christian pastor job is to manipulate black people to trust the robber that we clearly see is a robber. Like, nigga, like let's make it seem like, for example, we sit in the house chilling with the pastor. Somebody knock at the door. The pastor open the door, and we see that this goddamn nigga at the door got a full Pooh Shiesty mask on. He got all black on. He looked like he about to rob somebody. But then you got the pastor who opened the door that's saying, no, it ain't what it looked like. He ain't about to rob us. He came to talk to us right quick, and then 30 minutes later, you end up hog tied in the goddamn basement somewhere while he's taking all your belongings. That's literally what the job of the Christian pastor. He has to open up the door for them to be able to do this. They ain't gonna do, because what the scripture say, no man can enter into a strong man's house unless he first bind a strong man. The Christian pastor who you think your friend and benefiting you, he's the nigga that has opened up the door for them to bind you the whole
Hey, look,
time.
sir, what you saying is heavy. He lining you up, and he finna get a piece of the action.
And he finna get a piece of the cake. And that's why nobody respects you, because the whole time you thinking everybody is righteous, and you know what I mean? And nigga, the whole time they know that, man, look at your partner just lined you up, nigga. We ain't got no respect for you. He just lined the whole time. You asking for judge, you telling this nigga to call the police, tell the shit. Whole time he lined you up. This nigga then robbed you, and he's helping you find it. That's your Christian pastor. Nigga steal from you, rob you, and then double back and try to help you find it. Nigga, you the one who stole it. Like, what the fuck is you talking? Like this the condition that black people in believing is doing. You know what I mean? Like, nigga, this the condition that black people in believing in America. Go ahead, so like, say it again.
Like it, sir. The Christian pastor is the original back door in the black community, man.
Bruh, he the original back door. This nigga's and it's not even funny. This nigga's the original back door king, bro. Like, real talk. Everybody be worried about the wrong though. Nigga, the real back door is your pastor. This nigga been backdooring black people since the 80s. How the hell you think he got $80 billion out of the black community since the 80s? How the hell you think that was possible? Nigga, was only possible unless he was doing something slimy. Nigga, you can't get up in America without doing something slimy. Nigga,
Right.
you can't. Ain't no possible way you can get up in this country, nigga, like that. All of y'all in every city that we in without doing something slimy. All y'all gotta be on a court and doing something real slimy to be able to live the way y'all live and do the shit y'all do. Ain't no way around it. You know what I mean? Because if y'all doing something that God wants y'all to do, nigga, the black community won't be destroyed. You see what I'm saying? But you know, we gonna drop that one though. But yeah, they beat the sisters and all that, man. Yeah, let me at least see if somebody went to jail. Damn, they said that. Damn. Didn't nobody even go to jail. It's crazy. Besides the sister. But we gonna drop that though. Let's get something else. Damn, hey, I ain't gonna lie, nigga pull some real police brutality articles today on accident. I'm just now looking at it. It's another article, right? It said this is a news, ABC. It said Georgia Police Department It said Georgia Police Department under investigation for using photo of a black man for target practice. Hey, listen, they got a whole agenda against you. Like, nigga, like that, and that's why you got like IUIC. Everybody love IUIC. Like, Nate was a cricket cop. This is actual facts. This man was a cricket cop, kicking in people's doors and doing all type of evil, falsely locking black people up. You know what I mean, and all that. And when you on the police force, when you become a police, you have to learn how to hate black people. You got to. And also, you already had that spirit in you. They even, you know what I mean. But some brothers ain't got that spirit. They think they can really change the community and, you know what I mean, reduce the stigma on police brutality and show that they different and all that. But a lot of times, a lot of those brothers in there, they hate black people, man. You know what I mean? Because they taught to do this, and then they so busy wanted to join the force and be a part of America, they put a black man up as a target practice, and you just want to show that you a good shooter. You ain't even recognizing that, nigga. Why the fuck is it a black man up there though? You ain't even asking that question. You just like, now I'm finna show these niggas I go crazy, nigga. Watch this. I'm about to get the #1 target practice. Whole time you ain't even asking, why the hell is it a black man as a target? That's crazy. You know what I mean? It said Georgia Police Department under investigation for using photo of a black man for target practice. A Georgian police department is under investigation after using an image of a black man as target practice during a firearm safety class for civilians. Wow, and then they doing this for civilians. Like they teaching
Hey,
civilians. They teaching
hey,
civilians kill black people. Hey, bro.
and say too, sir, it's probably the image of a nigga that they put in jail before.
Man, look, he probably cuffed and everything in the picture. You know what I mean? Like this is
It's
crazy.
probably a thug shot.
Nigga, they teach this like Georgia and Mississippi are some of the coldest states. They teaching the civilians to shoot black people in Georgia, where it's already racially segregated. Is super racism out there, and it said the police department in Villa Rica, about 33 miles west of Atlanta. Oh yeah, we already know. Held the event on Saturday and posted on its Facebook page photos of participants aiming their gun at targets that featured a life-size photo of a black man. The man
God,
on the target is pointing a gun wearing a beanie. Hey, I can't make this shit up. I
ah,
cannot make this shit up. Like the
ah,
oppression is the devil that's about to speak. Hey,
hold
these
on,
people,
hold on.
evil.
Like it, sir, you said the nigga had a beanie on.
But he got a beanie, my nigga. Like, look, that's how you know that. Like, they don't even say beanie. They say skull cap. They said this nigga a black man, nigga with a beanie on, bro. Like, so now what that's doing, it's manipulating you, even if you don't. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't racist, and you nigga, you like, you ain't really racist. You think you're not racist. Now, because you going to target practice and you shooting a black man at 6'5", pointing a gun at you with a beanie on, subconsciously, when you see a black man with a hat or a beanie on, you gonna have your hand on that gun, like, oh, he might try me. You know what I mean? Because you used to going to target practice shooting that. Why you can't just shoot at a regular silver tin man? You know what I mean? Like a target. Why that guy had to be an actual image of a black person? Because they trying to teach people to kill black people, and then that's why they mentioned it's 33 miles west of Atlanta, nigga. That's for a reason. You
That's
see,
not far at all, and it's hella niggas in Atlanta,
and it's hella niggas in Atlanta, and not just Atlanta. You got hella other little sub cities that's
right?
Atlanta, but they say it's not Atlanta. It's like how
Right,
Sacramento we got Roseville, we got Citrus Heights, we got Elk Grove, all that
right.
Sacramento. You know what I mean? But nigga, so come on now. What are you really saying? What are you really saying? You come out here if you feel threatened, nigga. You see a nigga with a beanie on, kill him straight up, kill him. He ain't even gotta have no gun or nothing on him, just kill him. That's what they teaching. It said participants aiming their gun at targets and it was more than one target. It said targets, so it wasn't just one. It's more than one. Targets.
And,
That,
and if I may, sir, these
yeah.
people these people most likely live in that area.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
These ain't no white people that's coming from 150 miles away. They
Yeah,
live there.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
No, that's facts. They absolutely live there. Not only that, they not that far from black people. They not that far. 33 miles is not far. That is not a long. That's not a long drive. You know what I mean? Especially when you got hella different cities that's in between from where they doing this shooting at and Atlanta. You got hella different cities where it's black people and white people in these cities. You know what I mean? And it said featured a life-size photo of a black man. The man on the target on the targets is pointing a gun and wearing a beanie. The photo has since been taken down from the Facebook page, but screenshots has been widely shared and criticized on social media. The Villa Rica Police Department responded to the backlash in a Facebook post on Wednesday, stating it was never our intention to be insensitive, inflammatory, or offensive to anyone. The department also said it respects the honest opinions of our fellow citizens and apologize for any offense we may have caused. No, they don't know what they're doing. That's racism. White people are racist and don't even know that they racist. Like literally, they have no clue, and they weren't doing. They weren't. I doubt that they put this image up. Was like, oh yeah, nigga, I'm about to teach them how to. No, it just come naturally. It just come naturally. Oh, black people they sag, they gang members, they them thugs. Print an image out. Just put a print image. It'll make it easy for the participants to actually get some good scores on their shooting. If you put a 10-man up, it's just gonna be it's boring. You put a black man up, who don't want to shoot a black man?
And if I may too, sir, what you saying is so heavy. Like they absolutely wasn't even thinking that this was racist. In their mind, it was like, let me find the most threatening figure that I can actually think of to get a person to train to try to defend themselves. Oh, a nigga with a beanie and a gun on. You know what I'm saying?
Salaki, that's crazy, bro. Nah. Facts.
Go ahead. That was it.
Yeah, no, that's facts. That's all that was about. I don't think they actually did this on with intent on being racism, which they could have, but I doubt. Like racism is so like embedded into white Americans. Like a lot of the times they don't even know that they're being racist. They have no clue. Like you ever seen that video when the brother spazzed on that white woman? She told him to go back to Oakland. And he spazzed on him. Like, what the hell you mean go back to Oakland? Because ain't no black people in Alameda. Like, she not even knowing that she's being racist. She has no clue that she's being racist. She just like, nigga, black people would be in Oakland. What did I do wrong? What did I say wrong? I don't get it. Oh, nigga, you got me, nigga. You absolutely wrong. What the hell? But that's how they are. You know what I mean?
Right.
And they said, what did it say anymore else on that? Yeah, no, that was it. You know what I mean? But yeah, hell yeah, man. We brought up 3 articles, man, about a lot of times when you tune into these podcasts that we doing and these lives, you know what I mean, specifically Droppin Jewelz, I'm always gonna try to find the articles instilling you that racism still exists, instilling you that you do got enemies out there, regardless of you being manipulated and lied to, that God loves everybody and we should all come together. No, you got enemies out there that don't believe that. You know what I mean? That do not believe that and nor do they want to. And they're not going to be manipulated by it. And they willing to actively fight against that by putting up targets of black men with beanies on to teach their people to hate your people. You know what I'm saying? So every podcast, I'm always going to try to find these articles to show you that, no, it's still alive. It still exists. It's still happening out here. Look at this. Look at that. Look at this. Because if we don't do it, nobody else going to talk about it. You know what I mean? But with that being said, we're going to do the end of crowd. What's the jewel of the day? You want to drop something on them?
The jewel of the day is, man, look. Hold on. This is going to have to, let me see. The jewel of the day. The jewel of the day is you not free. Are not free. America, I love you. White people are not your friends. And you still are in hell until you get your life together. But the jewel of the day is you're not free.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that's facts. Most High in Christ. That's facts. Yeah, niggas ain't free. Nigga, drop something on me. Yeah, jewel of the day, man. You already know, man. The jewel of the day is if you black, Hispanic, Native American, Indian, you ain't free. You understand? And the only thing that's gonna set you free is the truth. You understand? With that being said, y'all about Shema Shop Bracket, all the brothers. Y'all Shema about Shemi, all the side, all the sisters. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Until next time, nigga, Droppin Jewelz.
Bye.